This really is just a beautiful model when you look at it. All the way around, just the design, everything about it. Absolutely gorgeous. So, I hurt myself at the Highland Games this last weekend, so I'm taking it a little easy this week. And I think I injured my deltoid muscle, so it's making painting and do other stuff a little difficult. So, I figured I'd take the time to do things a little bit slower today and do a bit of work on this model while talking about a company that's really kind of blown my socks off in the last couple of months. When it comes to Raging Heroes, they have the fastest shipping of any company I've currently been with, except maybe Perry. Not been with, but bought from, except maybe Perry. They're constantly, I mean, they are pumping out so many new models and so many new designs. It's absolutely staggering. Just the absolute work ethic on these people. I mean, they're constantly pumping out new designs, new models. Some are very beautiful, some are kind of wacky and scary. I'll put one up there in that direction so y'all can see what the hell I'm talking about with those centaurs. And it's just they're constantly performing way beyond what I expected of them. And they do it all with their own kind of like Raging Heroes flair. It's just what they do. It's what the things they do. As well as these people have an absolute beloved attachment to their communities. The only community I've seen is maybe thicker and more together than Raging Heroes would have to be like maybe the Perry community or even the GW community. I mean, their Facebook page always has community feedback, community videos, and they have their own like Raging Heroes painting page that their customers can go in and paint and show off what they're doing. And I'm always on there too, posting these angels I'm slowly painting up at the speed of smell. But it's just they're constantly, always just proving themselves to be an absolutely amazing company. To the point that I'm not sure if they're ever going to slow down, and I personally hope that they never slow down because they're just skyrocketing to the top when it comes to their designs and their production output. I mean, my gosh, I think I've seen almost one or two new models being put out, a month. It seems like they got new ground troops, new cavalry, new angels, new female knights, and they have always have some kind of new dark elf thing coming out. There's always something new at Raging Heroes, and it's always an absolute blast to open up my email and see something new from them. And it's always aimed at their community, and it is so hard to paint around this stupid camera. And I don't understand why a lot of guys do it from top down, not in front of them. But I have simply no choice because I am poor and can't afford an actual painting setup. Yeah, it's a work in progress. Everything is when it comes to me. But again, I really do want to just do a shout out to Raging Heroes, and I cannot wait to see what they're going to put out next. I did a little post on one of their posts about how, hey, y'all should work on some female vampires and necromancers, because I think they could do an absolutely wonderful job with female vampires that aren't just like if you ever look at a lot of female vampires on other like companies, they're always just goofy looking, overly plump lipped. They have the weird hairdo going on. It's just they always fit in a single design when it comes to these other companies. And I think Raging Heroes could really expand on like armored female because usually you see female vampires not in armor. They're usually in like some like brassiere outfit, or they're not wearing anything, or it's like a tablecloth as a dress, something like that. And I think they could really knock the socks off any undead community by doing like a female armored vampire, much in the way they do these armored angels. I think they could really just blast it right out of the market and really make a dent because they're already made like a pretty solid dent in the market because they're filling so many gaps that other companies won't fill, that I think they're making a huge move on the mini market. You know, because especially in my opinion, like I wanted real female miniatures. I didn't want some like gussied up space marine with breasts or something like that. I've seen a lot of female models, and I've bought a lot and then returned them because they didn't look like women. You know, when I found Raging Heroes, it was like, you know, that warm glow in the you know, from the sun rising up because you've been in the darkness the entire time. And it sounds a little wishy washy, but it's true. And they were a company that came in right when I needed them and had these awesome alternatives to models I thought I was going to have to buy. Like, I use these knights as Pegasus knights in my Ninth Age army. And I didn't want to buy, you know, these standard peg knights because they looked really boring. It was some dude on a winged horse, the mouth was open and agape, as they always are. And I was like, I don't want to buy that. Everyone has those. They're boring. I mean, you know, I know you most folks want a Pegasus Knight, but I wanted something different. And sure enough, here comes Raging Heroes with these things, these little avenging angels. And I was like, dude, that's exactly what I need. It's exactly what I want. I'm gonna get those. And then I got my hands on them, and I quickly realized just who I was dealing with. Them was Raging Heroes. They weren't some toaster company that pops up and sells a couple of heads and then advances into the night with their money. They're not a company that focuses mainly on 40K bits and things you can turn into a female. They sold exclusively female models and exclusively female minis. And I instantly fell in love with the company. And then it came to like their service, because my God, I can pull out my pocket watch and time Raging Heroes on their shipping, and they're always here, leagues ahead of any other company on the market. Like right now, I ordered some ravens from Poland, right, and it's been a full month and a half, I think now, and I still have no idea where they are. You know, it took almost 2 weeks to have it shipped out and all that. And I know some companies like to produce models as they're ordered, but there comes a point where I just want my damn minis. There comes a point where someone says, "I just want the fucking models I ordered," right? But Raging Heroes has never left me waiting longer than maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I mean, their shipping is absolutely fucking amazing, and it's consistent. And their presentation of their models is always consistently good. I mean, I got to the point that we're now I'm like collecting their boxes. It's got to the point that I can always know my models are coming in absolutely safe and sound on the sprue as much as they can, because you know shipping does rattle them around a bit. Not everything stays on the sprue, but they're always in their nice little individual baggies. They're not mixed up. They're easy to put together. You know, it's always this consistent, happy package when it comes in. They always have these little bitty extras, and like these little bookmarks in there, and they have the little sheets telling you how to wash your models. You know, the amount of care they put into their company is just so refreshing, absolutely refreshing. Because it seems like a lot of companies just forget that they're selling models to people, and people have expectations. People have in their mind what they're getting, what they think it should look like. So when I get, you know, you all saw how much I got angry at those other companies that sent me models in this little bag and all jumbled together. You know, when I spend money on something from a modeling company, I don't expect something that I would find in a Walmart toy section. You know, the expectations, and I don't think Raging Heroes has failed expectations once. They had a little bit of a wonky scale issue with those Blade Sisters. I didn't like how some of the heads came out, but that's just my personal opinion on it. But their shipping was always so fast, and they always ship the same consistently in little baggies on the sprue. There's so much care taken in to Raging Heroes products, to the point that I know that I can order from Raging Heroes and do it with absolute certainty of what I'm going to get. With the confidence to know that when I order these models, they're going to be superb when they arrive and nothing will be wrong with them. And very few companies can boast about that mark. The only other one I can think of is maybe Perry, but they're the only ones that come to mind because they have Perry is a legend. Perry has this prestige about them that will never go away. Raging Heroes is coming real close to standing beside them on that pedestal. I always love how they send out these little videos of how their design process and all that, and they're always fun to watch. It's always fun to hear from the people that make your models. I'm gonna paint all that green. I actually need to paint all that green. But there's such a community around Raging Heroes, and that's one of the most important things that I like. I think is just the community and the response from the creators. Oh, it's like the greatest thing ever. It's the thing that I remember GW having way back in the day. That community response and feeling. It was always great because you felt like you're a part of something bigger. You're a part of it. It kind of felt like you were part of the team back in the old GW days. And then you got Raging Heroes coming out, and they're always posting. None of mine, mind you, but they're always posting like models that their fans or customers and fans have painted on their actual store web page. They have that Facebook painting community that they'll go in and they will comment on your models and tell you what a good job you're doing, and it's so good to have that response from the team. And I could literally go on and on about Raging Heroes. I mean, they've just impressed me so much. And I'm kind of a picky bitch when it comes to things. I think you all can notice that from my videos, But when it comes to like a company review, and every company will get this treatment from me. But I've bought so much from Raging Heroes in the beginning and even now that I've come to an educated conclusion that they may be my most favorite company for 2019. I mean, if they can keep up this staggering process where they're constantly pumping out these models and designs, I mean, they may just steal the show. And they are completely capable of doing that. They have the resources. They have the drive. They have is absolutely astounding, and I love it to death. Like these guys may just be absolutely unstoppable when it comes to the mini market. And if they keep pumping out these awesome models, I mean, they're gonna take the entire market by storm. Storm. I mean, they're just rocking out right now. And I think if you were GW or Mantic, or one of those bigger companies, you should be absolutely shaking in your boots when you look at Raging Heroes, because they are going to come for you with an absolute fury. And as I'm looking right now, they're better than you in a lot of ways. I know those two companies sell big box sets, but when it comes to quality that you're getting, customer service, especially in community, they are losing big time. They are losing ground by the foot. And it won't be long till I think Raging Heroes stands on the hill. Of course, this is my opinion, and you could say I'm currently shilling out for Raging Heroes, but when I like a company that much, when a company impresses me that much, I'm going to say so. If you don't impress me, like a company mentioned beforehand in previous videos, if you get my ire, you earned it. It's one of those things. You get my appreciation, you earned it. Just how I appreciate Last Sword for stepping up to the plate, slapping their dick on the table and saying, hey, check out our models, and then sending me a box. Those guys also earn my absolute respect. I'm just some small-time YouTube reviewer. Does it in his free time, but it's good to have feedback from those who purchase your products. In Raging Heroes, while I'm painting one of your models, I want you to know you guys are doing an absolutely fantastic job. I was in the Army for some years, 10th Mountain 4th Brigade, and I saw what a team should look like many a time. You guys look like a coherent, workable team. You have done nothing but impress me all through these months. Ever since I first found you, you've done nothing but impress me with your models, your prices, your customer service, your shipping, just everything about you is so satisfying. You guys are always on top of it, it seems like. Now there are a few hiccups here and there. No company can be perfect. You guys have had your hiccups for sure. Like some bent spears that get sent back. But I said, hey, these spears, I tried water bathing them and straightening them out, but they just won't go straight. And they hopped on it real quick. Said, hey, here's some new spears. Might go green and gold with this one with white wings. It's painting up pretty good, I think. All the models paint up good. Also one of those things where I never had a model where I didn't like painting it. Just how they're designed, I guess. Raging Heroes team, I want you to know, just again, you're doing a good job. This is more of a video to you than to my viewers. But to my viewers, those of you who do watch me, I think you can rest assured in any product you order from Raging Heroes. As long as you follow their instructions, wash your models, maintain that resin and all that fun stuff, you should be good to go. There are very few companies, actually there's only one, Perry Miniatures, that I will guarantee to people that they'll get a good product. And it may just be Raging Heroes, maybe my second company in my life that I can guarantee you'll get a good product, no matter what you buy. One thing's for certain, I stand waiting and excited for whatever Raging Heroes puts out next. I hope it's some undead stuff. Not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind some nice vampires and some nice necromancers from Raging Heroes. Lord knows I want them more than I like anything else. But whatever they put out, I guarantee it'll be fantastic. Except them centaurs though. Those are pretty fucking terrifying. Then again, I think that was kind of the point of those, wasn't it, Raging Heroes? It's a shame they call this sick green. It's quite nice. But this is a quick little shout out to the company Raging Heroes. I'm gonna keep painting on this angel. Hopefully she comes out good with my unsteady shoulder. But until I see you next time, keep a strong dice hand out there. Happy wargaming.